Hey guys, happy Saturday. How's it going? How you doing? You guys are looking good. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Pamela. If you're not new here, welcome back. So for those of you who are not new, you'll probably recognize that I am in an unfamiliar setting because I'm in London currently. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably already know this. But I'm currently in London. I decided to run away from Canada for a bit because I was working really hard. I was doing a lot. I had a mini project to finish for grad school and it took a lot out of me, so I needed a break. And I still don't have that many friends in Canada, so I figured rather than staying in Canada during my break, I should go somewhere where I do have friends and where I will see people, and that's here in London. And my mom's also here. She came a few days ago, so we're currently quarantined in different hotels. I'm in a different hotel from her, so I'm currently not with her, and we'll see her once I'm done with my quarantine. My sister is also here. I have a sister that is based in the UK. She is the one who is starting the skincare company Auto Noir that I spoke about in my last vlog. So if you haven't seen that vlog to know what I'm talking about, check it out and show her some love on social media. But yeah, so since I'm still in quarantine, I figured why not do a video for you guys. I've gained a lot of subscribers in the past few months, and I figured a lot of you probably don't know that much about me, so why not do a get to know me tag. I did a Q&A a few months ago while I was still in lockdown when I first moved to Canada, but most of the questions there were mostly asking about like my immigration process. So I figured to do like a proper sit down, get to know me tag so that you guys can get to know the person you're subscribed to. Maybe it'll make you like me more, maybe it'll make you hate me more. Who knows, but at least you'll know me better, right? Before we get into it, if you are not subscribed to my channel already, please do subscribe. Hit the like button if you like this kind of video. Leave a comment below if you want me to do more personal stuff like this. I like sitting down and like talking to you guys, so let's see how this goes. And without further ado, let's get into the questions. Okay, first question, where did you grow up? I was born in Lagos, Nigeria, and I lived there until I was 10. And then from there I moved to UK here, London, for secondary school or high school, whatever you call it, where you're from. I did my entire secondary school here, so that was 7 years. Before moving to America for my undergrad degree. Where do you currently live? I currently live in Canada. It's a very international history, I know. How tall are you? So, my enemies, cough cough, my boyfriend, may have different opinions about my height, but I am 5'5" and 3/4. My enemies can fight themselves in my comments over my height, but I know that I am 5'5" and 3/4. So yeah, thanks. Dogs or cats? I like both dogs and cats. However, I would only ever own a dog. I feel like if you're gonna keep me company, you should be a little energetic, you know? Cats are kind of just like, they do their own thing, and I don't want you to do your own thing. I want you to be with me all the time, you know? So I really like cats too, but I would only ever own a dog. What year were you born in? I was born in 1997, and I don't know if that makes me a Gen Z because there's like debates about when the start of Gen Z actually is. Some people say it's anything from 1996, some people say it's from 1999. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think. I think I am technically a Gen Z, but there's research that says that like people who are born in the earlier years of Gen Z who have older siblings tend to relate more to millennials than they do to Gen Z, which would make sense because I have older siblings and I was born in like the earlier years, which is why it's still debated if my year is Gen Z or not. But I don't know if I don't think I'm a millennial, but I also don't think I'm Gen Z. I'm like somewhere in between. What is your go-to scent? I don't actually remember the names of my perfumes. Give me a second. Okay, so these are my two go-to scents. I like to mix and match my perfumes, so I will either wear these two together or I'll wear one of this with something else, but one of these are always on me. So this is the Si Passion from Giorgio Armani, and this is the Gucci Guilty pour Femme, or for women. Tea or coffee? I am more of a tea person. I love tea. I would always drink tea every day if I could. The only reason I drink coffee is because it keeps me awake and gets me through the day, but I would much prefer tea. What sports did you play or have you played? So I used to play football or soccer, whatever you call it. And I also used to be a track and field runner. I was a 100-meter sprinter in my early days of secondary school, but I got kind of lazy after a while and I stopped training. And so from like 14, I don't think I could really say I was all that athletic anymore. But I did used to be kind of athletic when I was a kid. I also used to love playing tag rugby. I was surprisingly good at it because I was really skinny. If you think I'm skinny now, you should have seen me in my teenage years. I was like a stick. So because of that, I was able to like slip in between people pretty easily. That made me surprisingly good at it. And because I was fast too, I was able to, I was able to play really well. Well, who are your favorite YouTubers? Jade Pierce, Dima Omer, Kelly Stamps, Brendan Fallis, and Hannah Bronfman. They are my favorite YouTube couple. If you're not a fan of YouTube couples, I actually kind of find them a bit cringe, but I really, really, really like Brendan Fallis and Hannah Bronfman. I love their relationship. Their child is so adorable. Preston is just like the cutest, happiest baby ever. I really, really, really like them. KJOS, go subscribe to his channel. And Kenny JD, I really love her Bad Movies and a Beat. It's probably one of my favorite things on the internet right now. So Kenny JD's Bad Movies and a Beat just puts her like up there and my favorite YouTubers. And yeah, those are my favorite YouTubers. I have a lot of other YouTubers whose content I like, but these I would say are like my fave, that I would watch anything and everything they put out. Do you speak any languages? So I used to speak French pretty well, but because it was a learned language and not my native tongue, I kind of forgot how to speak it once I stopped practicing it. Learned languages, even honestly native languages, are kind of a use it or lose it type of situation. So if you don't practice it, you will forget how to speak it. So that's kind of what happened with me in French. I stopped speaking it and then I just couldn't speak it anymore. Are you single or taken? Taken, sorry. I don't know who I'm saying sorry to. What is your ideal date?
Describe your perfect date.
It's a tough one. I'd have to say April 25th, because it's not too hot, not too cold. All you need is a light jacket.
Although that would be my ideal answer. My ideal date is an activity date followed by dinner and drinks. So like bowling or rock climbing or trampolining or painting even, or like a cooking class, or I don't know, something like some kind of activity followed by dinner and drinks. That is my ideal date. How long was your longest relationship? I'm currently in my longest relationship, which we are about 1.5 years now. It is also my only relationship, so I guess that's my longest relationship. How would you describe your fashion sense? I would say like comfortable chic. I tend to prioritize comfort over other things when I'm looking at clothes, but I still like to look nice. So I make sure my comfortable pieces also look nice. So yeah, I think I would describe myself as comfortable chic. Unless I'm like going out on like dressing up, obviously you can't really prioritize comfort then, but on a day-to-day, I would say I'm comfortable chic. What is your go-to hairstyle? Braids, specifically blonde braids. I either have some kind of blonde highlight in my hair or something going on. So braids in the broader sense is my go-to, and then blonde if I'm being more specific, because I do like to add blonde elements to my hair every now and then. What is your go-to fast food order? My go-to fast food place is McDonald's. I don't really like eating from anywhere else. I don't do KFC. I don't do Burger King, Wendy's, whatever, Taco Bell. I don't do all of that. I just stick to McDonald's. And my go-to order is always a double cheeseburger. Yes, a double cheeseburger with 6-piece chicken nuggets and small fries. Sometimes I'll get an Oreo McFlurry. Sometimes I won't. But the food part is always constant. Double cheeseburger, small fries, 6-piece chicken nuggets. That is it. What are your bad habits? I am a really bad procrastinator. I procrastinate so much. I am currently procrastinating right now, actually. I procrastinated making this video too until the last minute. I procrastinate a lot of things. Like, if it doesn't need to be done immediately, I will not do it immediately. It's really bad because then I end up rushing to do things and it's not always my best work. So I really like, especially in grad school, being a procrastinator was not ideal, like, at all. So that's something I definitely need to work on. Who is your celebrity crush? Jason Momoa, Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth. I know I'm missing a few. They're not coming to mind right now, but there's definitely someone I'm missing. Lakeith Stanfield. Yes, Lakeith Stanfield. I know they said crush and not crushes, but I feel like I have to mention all these people. Your most memorable concert. Oh, okay. So I'm torn between my first ever like proper concert, which was I think 2013. It was a Drake concert and The Weeknd was opening for him, and I loved The Weeknd at the time. I was obsessed with him. And so I was very, very happy to go to that concert. And I also really, really, really loved Drake as well. So that was like the concert of my dreams. There's also the Mac Miller concert, which I'm so happy I went to. I was a huge fan of Mac Miller, so I'm so glad I got to see him live before he died. And then there's also the Meadows from, was it 2017? No, I think it was 2016. Yeah, 2016, the Meadows. It was a 2-day concert. The reason that's the most memorable was because A, that was the concert where Kanye performed at, where he left halfway through because he got the call that Kim was robbed. And another reason why it was memorable was because I actually wasn't in the crowd at that time, because when Kanye started performing, he like released a lot of smoke and like gas and stuff, which really irritated my nose because I have asthma, so it was really irritating my lungs. And then he jumped down into the crowd and I was close to the front. So when he jumped down to the crowd, everybody surged forward. And that coupled with the smoke, coupled with just like being crushed by so many people, I had a panic attack, which led to an asthma attack, and I had to get carried out. So by the time he got the call and everything, I was actually in the medical tent and I heard it and I was like, what's going on? It was quite the situation, but yeah, that was very memorable for sure. What social media are you the most addicted to? Twitter. I'm definitely very addicted to Twitter. It's actually quite ridiculous at this point. I need to give myself a break from Twitter, actually. Yeah, I really need to give myself a break from Twitter because it's really bad. It can get really toxic. And honestly, I don't believe you should be seeing so many people's opinions at once. And it's too much for you. It's too much for the brain, especially considering so many of the opinions don't make sense half the time. And then the other half of the time, people are just lying. So I really need a break from it. But like, it can be so funny. Like, I also see the funniest things on Twitter. Like, you'll just be scrolling and you will just be crying with laughter because it's so funny. Like, people just say the darndest things, and people just be having the weirdest experiences and tweeting about them. So it's a double-edged sword, really. And last but not least, what are your life goals? It's a deep one. I know this is probably a very generic answer, but like, I just kind of want to make an impact. If not on the world, then at least on the people around me. That is my life's goal. I want to be able to make impact. I want to know that someone's life was better because of me. And that's my life goal. And there's not much one can really hope for but that. So anyways, if you are still here at this point, if you made it to the end of this video with me, clearly you like my content. So if you're not subscribed already, then maybe you should. Yeah. Also, please like this video if you like this video. Share it with your friends. I don't know. Maybe they might like this video too. My London vlogs are coming soon. I say it while still in quarantine and haven't actually done anything or vlogged anything, but my London vlogs will be coming soon, but obviously that'll be at the end of my trip. And I hope you guys enjoy it when I release it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks, guys.